Imagine lighting a match in a room full of gasoline. Oh. Then asking the people you insulted to help put the fire out. Petro-political panic in the planetary pipeline. Tankers are trapped in the tactical tight bind. 25% of the planet's supply line strangled in the strait, and the markets ignite. Allies were alienated, arrogance elevated. Now the administration suddenly devastated, calling for fleets that were previously hated. But the ocean just echoes the silence they created. One narrow strait, and the whole empire starts running on empty. Strategic chokehold, the Strait of Hormuz restricted. A narrow vein of oil, the whole planet's addicted. 25% of the barrels are shifted. When the passage is blocked, the economy's twisted. Tankers in limbo, the markets erupt. Barrels inflate while the energy's cut. Currency trembles, the future's corrupt. Every working class wallet absorbing the glut. Petroleum arteries suddenly seize. Trade winds collapse and the shipping fees increase. Superpower prestige beginning to decrease when diplomacy dies and the tariffs increase. Geopolitical chess, but the board's been flipped. When alliances fracture, the sword's been gripped. And the empire screams for a fleet of ships, but the room goes silent when the messages slip. Empire running empty, engines running dry. When the oil stops flowing, watch the markets fly. Empire running empty, listen to the call. You can torch every ally, then expect them all. Diplomacy torch for a tariff crusade. Middle fingers thrown in a unilateral parade. Every partner insulted, every handshake betrayed. Now the bill for the arrogance finally gets paid. Norway mocked over prizes they don't control. France exposed when the private texts were told. United Kingdom told they should stay at home. Now suddenly ships are requested to patrol. Political theater becomes catastrophe because strategy died in the hands of vanity. Now the pleas echo through international gravity, but alliances remember every act of profanity. The oceans respond with a quiet reply. No fleets on the horizon, just a diplomatic sigh. You can weaponize pride and expect allies to arrive when the consequences multiply. Petro-political pressure igniting the powder keg. Shipping containers suspended inside of a narrow wedge. Debt is accelerating faster than fiscal arithmetic. Interest devouring futures with predatory emphasis. Tariffs transforming the partners to permanent rivals. Now the alliance is weakening global survivals. When the administration suddenly asking for naval arrival, the silence is louder than cannons in historical cycles. Meanwhile, Moscow's intelligence fueling the fight, prolonging the war in the geopolitical night. Sanctions remain so the oil won't ignite, but the crisis keeps feeding the global fright. While analysts measure the battlefield loss, service members falling at a devastating cost. Hundreds in Lebanon caught in the cross of a strategy drifting without any boss. Empire running empty, engines running dry. When the oil stops flowing, watch the markets fly. Empire running empty, listen to the call. You can't torch every ally, then expect them all. Yeah, geopolitical domino data detonating. Energy arteries globally suffocating. Petroleum pipelines politically manipulated. Markets oscillating violently while the debt is accumulating. Diplomacy damaged by decades of domination. Every alliance remembering the humiliation. Now the administration requesting a naval formation, but the planet responding with quiet hesitation. 8 trillion buried in desert operations. 1 trillion yearly in interest obligations. Future generations inheriting fiscal damnation, while the architects promise a final salvation. Empires never collapse from a singular foe. They corrode from within when the arrogance grows. When the oil stops moving, the whole system slows, and the throne starts shaking from the weight that it holds. But the heaviest burden and carried by kings is the cost at the counter of everyday things. Shipping gets priced, your inflation stings, while the price of survival relentlessly swings. Tariffs collide with the medical aid. Subsidies vanish and the budgets cascade. $1,600 the average household paid just to survive the geopolitical charade. While the architects talk about victory near, the battlefield whispers a different frontier. When the empire isolates out of fear, the allies disappear in the atmosphere. History teaches speeches and echoes and scars. Superpowers fall not just through wars, but arrogance carved in diplomatic memoirs. When the world stops answering the calls of the stars, empire running empty, hear the engines call. When the allies fade away, who you gonna call? Empire running empty, debt begins to grow. When the oil stops flowing, watch the empires flow.
History doesn't collapse in a single explosion. It runs out of fuel.